Yo, tapping in real quick for this UFC fight night, Perez versus Taira. And this right here is the full card breakdown and predictions, man. Let's go ahead and dive into it. I'll do my best not to hold on to y'all ear for too long. The first fight of the night is Becky versus Costa. Now, me personally, I'm siding with Becky to go ahead and get this one done. 2-1 via unanimous decision, and I would not be surprised if this fight ended in a split decision. Fuck, I wouldn't be surprised if it ended inside the distance, to be all the way honest with you, because both of these young men are very capable of getting it done anywhere the fight goes, via knockout, via submission, via securing a decision. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's going to be a very competitive fight to kick off the night. Now, both of these young men have experience inside the cage. You know what I mean? Costa, 20-7. The man's 27. He's got as many fights as he's got years on this earth. Becky, he's 30 years old. He's 39-11. You understand what I'm saying to you? So not only does Becky have more experience inside the cage, but he has more experience against higher levels of opposition inside the cage, in and outside of the UFC octagon. You understand what I'm saying to you? All you have to do is go comb through the young man's resume. It's to be respected. He's nobody's chump stout. He's very well-rounded. He's a solid individual. Both of these young men are very well-rounded and solid individuals. Becky just has the edge and the advantage and have had to fight the higher level of opposition throughout his career. You understand what I'm saying to you? And I also give Becky the edge in power, as far as being the one that has a little bit more pop on each individual shot. Now, Costa, on the other hand, Costa has some advantages, man. 3 years youth, you know what I mean? 27-30, doesn't really, make much of a difference in my personal opinion, but he's got the 3 years youth, you know what I mean? He's got 2 inches in height, 5'10" to 5'8", 4 inches in reach, 73 to 69, and in my personal opinion, he has the speed, you know what I mean? So you got the youth advantage, the height advantage, the reach advantage, and the speed advantage against the power advantage and the experience of facing higher levels of opposition. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's going to be a good fucking fight. How these two young men are going to fare against each other in the grappling and wrestling exchanges, I honestly do not know. I honestly think they might stall each other the fuck out. It might not be the most exciting fight of the night. You feel me? And yeah, man, I can see Costa winning, so I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? Anybody that's going with Costa, rocking with Costa in this fight, I'm not mad at that in any way, shape, form, or fashion. In my personal opinion, this is one of those fights that if you got 3 or 4 legs that you're very confident in, that are going smack, you know what I mean? And maybe they're big favorites. You know what I mean? Maybe you're rocking with somebody like fucking, Azu at -425, and, Nate at -400, and then like, Josephine at -230, or Jekka at -350. You know what I mean? Like, if you're confident that, you know what I'm saying, somebody like Asu, Jake, and Jekka are going to get it done, and they're all big numbers, you know what I mean? Then you take this fight right here and you put in two separate parlays, man. You slap Becky at plus money as your 4th leg on one of them, and Costa as a slight favorite as your 4th leg on the other. And that way you go ahead and assure yourself a 4-legger if you're confident that your other 3 legs are going to hit. This is the kind of situation you deal with this fight in. You know what I mean? You don't just lock this fight in to your parlay. I'm not telling anybody to lock this fight, Becky, into their parlay. This is a fight that you go both ways on. You understand what I'm saying? So you swap out options. You find other legs that you're confident in, and then you go ahead and attach this fight to it. You know what I'm saying? To bring your motherfucking plus money number up for your parlay, man. You know what I'm saying? But good fight. Good fight. I'm just going ahead and siding with Becky, man. You know what I mean? But it's not very confident. You feel what I'm saying to you? It's just who I'm siding with, man. Taira versus Josh. My bad. I took almost 5 minutes on that motherfucking fight. Taira versus Josh, man. I'm siding with Josh. You know what I mean? And this is one of my confident picks. This is one that I'm attaching to. I'm putting my you know, my 4-leggers in, my 5-leggers in, my 6-leggers in, my 7-leggers in, my 8-leggers in. And then on top of all of those 4-leggers, 5-leggers, 6-leggers, 7-leggers, and 8-leggers, I'm going to go ahead and slap Joshua Van on. You know what I mean? And do 6-leggers, 7-leggers, 8-leggers, 9-leggers, and 10-leggers. As him as my underdog. You understand what I'm saying to you? I like him in this spot. You feel me? Tagir possesses a 5-inch reach advantage in this fight. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. I do not think this man's going to want to play around too much with Joshua Van on the feet. The volume is on Joshua Van's side, and the power is on Joshua Van's side. The ability to create situations on the feet is on Joshua Van's side. You understand what I'm saying to you? Tagir is going to have to rely on his wrestling abilities and grappling abilities to secure this victory, and I do not believe his wrestling abilities and grappling abilities will be enough to get the job done. You understand what I'm saying to you? 46% takedown accuracy for Tagir, 78% takedown defense for Joshua. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that 78% takedown defense has been tested by anybody of Tagir's caliber. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You understand what I'm saying to you? But I am saying it's going to be good enough to hold up against Tagir. You understand me? He's going to secure this motherfucking decision via unanimous decision. I don't even see it being a split decision, and I can see a night where Joshua Van gets it done inside the distance, man. He's going to be too much for him on the feet. He's going to be able to stuff these takedowns enough to keep it on the feet. He might fuck around and secure 1 or 2 of his own takedowns with Tagir keep coming in, you know what I mean, and he might reverse this man and put him down himself. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, I'm high on Joshua Van, man. And with that being said, has Tagir faced a higher level of opposition as of yet? You know what I mean? I guess, you know, he can edge him out there on having a higher level of opposition that he's faced, but they do have a similar opponent in common in Zhumagulov. You know what I mean? Tagir fought Zhumagulov outside of the UFC, and he lost to him. That's one of his losses. You understand what I'm saying to you? Joshua fought Zhumagulov inside the UFC, and he beat him. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now, one thing don't have anything to do with the other, and I can understand that, and I dig it. You feel me? But I've never been real high on Tagir, man. Like, he's not Islam. You understand what I'm saying to you? He's not Khabib. He's not, what's my man that fucking retired all early? Man, he's not him. I can't think of his fucking name. Y'all know who I'm talking about, though. I can't think of from over there with them. You know what I'm saying? And I can't think of his fucking name right now, but he retired all dumb early. You know what I mean? He's not him either. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tagir is not anybody I've really been super high on. You know what I mean? And I've been looking, I'm not gonna hold you, I've been looking for proper motherfuckers to fade him. And Joshua was the proper motherfucker to fade him, man. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be able to get that wrestling and grappling going the way he wants to get it going. And Joshua's going to take over on the feet. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 rounds to 1. Unanimous decision for Joshua Van as an underdog, man. And I love him in that spot, man. Moving on, you got Jekka versus the boy Westland, man. Not a, Westland, that's his right name? Yeah. Wilson West, whatever his name is, man. It's just not a fight that I have any interest in whatsoever on any level, in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Neither one of these young men, I hold no interest in their careers. I don't see high ceiling for them, you know what I mean? And one of them's already a sizable favorite, and I guess as he should be, because the other one just hasn't looked great at all, you know what I mean? So with that being said, Jekka is the -350 favorite, and I do have him taking this fight, but I really want nothing to do with it other than the haymaker plays, you feel me? Where I'm trying to put 10 legs together and shit like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, not a whole lot on that one, man. Moving on, we got Garrett versus Brady, and I'm rocking with Garrett to go ahead and get this one done, man. I like Garrett, man. I like Armfield, and I really like him in this fight, you know what I'm saying? And that's not disrespecting the boy Brady or taking anything from him. Garrett's not taking him lightly, you understand what I'm saying too? But Garrett's really just kind of coming in to his prime. Now, that doesn't mean he's ever going to come into the top 5 or he's going to come into title contention or he's ever going to be anybody in this division other than who the fuck he is, which is a well-rounded individual with a solid game. And if he operates by the game plan, he can get this one done. 2 rounds to 1, unanimous decision. You understand what I'm saying to you? Would I be surprised if somebody said 30-27 in there? Nah, I wouldn't, because I think Armfield's going to do enough to edge out every motherfucking round. But Brady might get one from one of the judges somewhere. Moving on. We got women's MMA, man. We got Josephine versus Julio. We got the J versus the J, man. And I'm rocking with Josephine to go ahead and come in here and get it done like she got it done the last go round, man. You know what I mean? I don't like having too much action on these lower level women MMA fights, man. But I can't sit back and say I didn't half-ass like what I seen from her when she came out this last go round. You feel me? I believe this is her second fight in the UFC. I think she did the Contender Series, if I'm not mistaken, and then she debuted in the UFC. She's like connected to Khamzat Chimaev in some way, shape, form, or fashion, if I'm not fucking mistaken. Maybe one of them other EVs, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's Khamzat Chimaev. I don't know. I ain't go digging all into it again this go round. You know what I'm saying? I did like what I saw from her, man. As far as the other girl goes, you feel me? Not so much so. Not a high level, you know, of interest in this fight, but I will offer my pick in Josephine. Then it's Judas, if I'm saying that right, versus Fernandez. I want absolutely nothing to do with that fight, and I highly suggest y'all have absolutely nothing to do with that fight. Then we have Nate versus Jimmy, and I'll take Nate, man. I'll take Nate in this fight all day, every day, even on Sunday, man. You understand what I'm saying to you? I think he got this one in the motherfucking bag, man. And the boy gonna be creeping over minus 500 here shortly. Now he minus 400 right now. You feel me? Which I don't like. Nate shouldn't be minus 400 against anybody. I mean, I get it. It's fucking Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna act like Jimmy didn't come through for me as a sizable dog on the motherfucking undercard with who did Jimmy Flick come through with, man? Like Sam Patterson, Jimmy Flick. That was a nice motherfucking card. I think I had Neil Magny at plus 310 on the main card against the bull. What's his name? Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like Jimmy. I don't got a little bit of love for Jimmy. I got a little bit of love for Jimmy because Jimmy brought me a nice motherfucking bag that weekend. Killed the motherfucking prelims, man. You know what I mean? But with that being said, Nate got this one. You know what I mean? Lucas versus Timmy, you can miss me with this fight, man. You can, Timmy's the favorite, I think, minus 170, minus 180, about right now. Just about anybody in his division against Lucas Almeida, I could understand being a favorite, man. Not a fan of the guy, never been a fan of the guy, you feel me? I ain't got much to say about this motherfucking fight. I'm not gonna say I guess Timmy's the motherfucking pick because he's fighting Lucas, you know what I'm saying? I just guess I understand why Timmy's the favorite, man. But I want nothing to do with this fight, and I highly suggest y'all have nothing to do with this fight like y'all have nothing to do with that motherfucking Judas versus Fernandez fight, man. Moving on. Two motherfuckers that I like, man, and I respect. We got Miles Johns and the boy Douglas D. Silva Andrade, man. If I'm saying all of that right, you feel me? I like both of these motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean? I like both of these motherfuckers, man. And it's a night where both of them get it done. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? This is another one of those fights, if I'm being honest with you, for me, anyway. You know what I mean? I know the line wouldn't suggest that it's the same, being as though Nordal Becky's like a plus 148 to Costa's minus whatever he is. And up here, they're both like sitting at minus 113, minus 113. It's more so for pick 'em, like I feel like that first fight of the night should be. But I feel about this fight the same way I feel about the first fight of the night. You find a few legs that you're confident with, a few legs that you know, pretty sure for sure going to go ahead and hit and smack and come through, you know. And if they significant favorites, this minus 113 brings that number, that parlay number, you know what I mean, to something a hell of a lot better than what the fuck it was sitting at when you had minus 425, minus 400, minus 350 in there or something, you know what I mean? Or if you like all those favorites and you like motherfucking Azul, you like Nate, you like Jekka, and you like Josephine, that's motherfucking minus 425, minus 400, minus 350, and minus 230. That minus 113, either way, is going to make that thing look like something. You understand what I'm saying to you? So this is another one of those fights where you find legs that you like, and then you go ahead and you motherfucking bang one way, bang the other way, and in that way, you know what I mean, you can secure your little motherfucking 4-legger or 5-legger or whatever, however many legs you attach this motherfucker to. You know what I mean? You can't be mad at the bull Douglas De Silva, DeAndrade for his losses, man. Like Saeed, Lerone, Piotr, Rob. His worst loss is probably to Tukanov, you know what I mean? And Rob fine, because like Piotr Jan, you definitely can't be mad at that. And Lerone Murphy, you definitely can't be mad at that. You feel me? Saeed Nurmagomedov, you can't really be mad at that neither. You feel me? On the other side of things with Miles, solid, power. Both of these motherfuckers got power. If we talking about who got more power, probably the Andrade's little motherfucking stocky ass. Like, this motherfucker's dangerous. They're both dangerous. Just something's telling me that Andrade is going to get a nod in this one, man. He's going to do enough to secure the victory and possibly get it done inside the distance by clipping this young man. Now, that's not saying Miles Johns can't clip this young man either, you feel me? I just feel like out of the two, if either one of these motherfuckers is going to go down for the count in this fight, it's going to be Miles Johns, man. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion, though. I like both these motherfuckers, and I told y'all how I feel about this fight. And this fight is lined exactly where the fuck it should be. Minus 113, minus 113. Exactly where the first fight of the night should be, but it's not. But that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? DeAndrade is going to be the pick to go ahead and slightly edge this man out if it makes it to the cards. You feel me? Or be the one to get it done if it doesn't. Azul versus Jose. Jose got a 6-inch reach. I don't necessarily feel like that's going to come into play in this fight. Azul's relentless with his attempts. With that being said, he's not a fish out of water on his motherfucking feet either. He knows how to work his way in to his attempts. You know what I'm saying? Safely and securely. And I like the boy in this fight, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's not taking anything away from Jose's long, lanky ass. You know what I'm saying? Or his body of work. It's just this matchup right here. I like Azul to go ahead and get it done, man. Unanimous decision or inside the distance, you feel me? Jose's no motherfucking bum. He no chump. And when they hit that motherfucking mat, he's no fucking fish out of water. Just like old boy's no fish out of water on the feet. So, like, I don't feel like that reach is going to fall into play in the, on the feet. I don't think Azul's just going to be able to wrap this motherfucker up like that, neither when it hits the mat. You know what I mean? It's going to be a little bit of competition in the mix of this, but in my personal opinion, Azul edges him out absolutely everywhere and absolutely every round and secures it across the board 30-27 if he doesn't do it inside the distance. But again, this is just my personal opinion, man. Adam versus Josh. I'm going to go ahead and rock with Adam, man. I'm rock with Adam, man. You can't really be mad at motherfucking Adam. You know what? Who was it? Michael Morales that he lost to, and then he caught a victory, and then he caught it. Like he ain't really had no easy fucking fights. You feel what I'm saying to you? We're on the other side, Josh, man. He's had a couple fights. In my personal opinion, he could have walked away with the dub with, and he didn't, man. I like the body of work, man. You know what I mean? I like the body of work more so from Adam than I do from Josh. And if I gotta find one motherfucker in this fight to fade, I'm gonna go ahead and find Josh to fade. And I'm gonna take Adam to go ahead and get this one done, man. You can give me Ikram over Antonio. Antonio's another one. He has a 6-inch reach in this fight, which I don't feel like is gonna play in the part at any. Ikram's just gonna motherfucking, in my personal opinion, he gonna cruise right through this motherfucker, man. I spoke about it when this motherfucker was going to fight before, man. This dude's a fucking, there's nothing impressive about this dude, Antonio. You know what I mean? Absolutely nothing impressive about this young man or his body of work or his resume. Anything that he's done in his career. You understand what I'm saying to you? Ikram got the win over Halls. He got the win over Alves, you know what I mean? He definitely has the volume on his side of things, and I think he can do whatever he wants to do in this fight to secure this victory, however which way he wants to secure it. So I'm high on him, but that's also because I'm very fucking low on his opponent, man. Alex versus the boy Tat. We can't deny that this is Tat's biggest, you know what I mean, step up in competition. Alex is not a bum, but I don't know that Alex is going to be able to get anything going on the feet. Tat possesses a 5-inch reach advantage in this fight, and it's a reach advantage I believe this young man can use to his advantage very fucking well. You know what I'm saying? The volume, relatively the same. The accuracy is what's different. 4 strikes per minute by Alex at a 45% accuracy, while it's 3 to 4 from Tat at a 71% accuracy. You understand what I'm saying to you? He knows how to use that reach a little bit more so than some of these other individuals on the card, man. You know what I mean? And I like his all-around game. Now, I know this is a young up-and-comer going up against a vet, man. You know what I mean? I think he wraps this vet up inside the distance, though, in my personal opinion. I think he tees off on him a little bit on the feet, and if Alex wants to get in there for them motherfucking takedowns or something, I think he gets wrapped up, man. So I'm rocking with the boy Tat in this one. Know what I mean? From bottom to top, I side with Becky to go ahead and get this one done. Possibly 2 rounds to 1, possibly by a split decision. And with that being said, not mad at any action on Costa, as I'll have some of my own. It's one of those fights that you go both ways on when you got a few other legs that you're confident with, man. So I'm leading the picks Becky is slightly edging, but you know what I mean? I said how that goes. Taira versus Josh, I got Joshua all the way around, man. It's his fight to lose, in my personal opinion, not the other way around. Jekka versus Weston, we can rock with Jekka, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Weston. You feel me? In my personal opinion. Jekka has done nothing spectacular, to warrant this minus 350 other than being on the other side from Weston. But we'll rock with Jekka. Garrett versus the boy Brady. We rocking with Armfield to go ahead and get this one done. 2 rounds to 1 via unanimous decision. We taking Josephine against Julio. The J versus J, we rocking with Josephine, man. We leaving that other one alone with Judas versus Fernandez. We taking Nate versus Jimmy. We leaving Lucas and Timmy the fuck alone. We taking Andrade, the Edge Miles the fuck out. You understand what I'm saying to you? And get it done. Possibly inside the distance, but it's another fight like the first fight of the night. You find a few legs that you're confident with, and you kind of go both ways with these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? We rocking with Azu over Jose. I'm rocking with Adam over the boy Josh to go ahead and get it done. 2 rounds to 1, possibly inside the distance. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm rocking with Ikram over Antonio, and we taking Tat over Alex, man. I'll tap back in it a little bit with the prelim parlays, with the main card parlays, with the whole card parlays, with the all favorites parlays, with an all dog parlay, with a haymaker, you know what I mean? I'll tap back in here late afternoon, early evening, you know what I mean? And get this shit out the way so you can jump on these motherfuckers before some of them creep over minus 500, you know what I mean? Do what you gotta do to finagle what you gotta finagle while you got time to finagle that shit for the rest of the week. You feel me? We'll get this shit done today, man. Appreciate anybody that tapped in. That's that with that.